Hello there. Welcome back to the final part of the Hunting Malware with Windows Sysinternals series. We have seen previously how we can leverage Persist Explorer and Autoruns functionalities to hunt malware effectively. If you haven't seen the first two parts, I highly suggest you do. You'll find both links for these videos at the description section. In this third part, we'll be taking a look at the powerful process monitor, also known as PROGMON for short. We'll start with an instruction on what happens when a process requires something from the operating system, and then we'll dive into process monitor and how we can use some of its features to understand and hunt malware. Without further ado, let's get started. Before we start our journey into process monitors, I think we should make a little detour and understand what happens when a process tries to request something from the operating system by taking a look at some internals. Windows targets user operations and operating system operations by what is called user space or user mode and kernel space or kernel mode. User space will contain everything ranging from application, services, system processes like the service control manager, session manager, and everything that user will execute. Whereas kernel space will handle everything related to memory, drivers, file system, input output, so on. Now that we understand a little bit about how the process executes something, I think it is time that we dive into process monitor. So if we wanted to know what a process is accessing in terms of files and registry key and so forth, we need a tool that can monitor those activities. This is where the process monitor comes in. Process monitor is a tool that monitors and captures file system activities, registry activities, network activity, profiling events, and process and thread activity on a particular system by using a kernel driver. It is a powerful tool for troubleshooting and understanding what a process is doing behind the scene and at the lower level. In our case, we are interested in using process monitors and its functionalities to hunt and understand what malware is actually doing, the files it is creating, the registry key it is modifying, the network communications it could be having, and so on. Once we start process monitor, it will start capturing events immediately and will be greeted by the interface that contains the following information by default. The time of day column displays when the event occurred. The process name column is the process name that executes the action. The PID, the PID, is the process ID. Operation column displays the name of the operation that occurred. The path column displays the path used by the operation. It could be registry path, file path, or network communication. The result column displays the result of the operation. The details column displays about what happened during an operation. Let's discuss how we can use the information gathered by the process monitor in our hunting and analysis. Every action captured by process monitor is associated to an operation. There are more than 170 operations that we can filter on. Generally, when doing dynamic analysis of malware, we are interested in knowing what files and registry keys are being created, deleted, and modified, what network activity is happening, and what DLLs are being loaded, and so forth by the malware. You can access the filter functionality from the toolbar menu. I have compiled all of these operations into one giant process monitor filter that you can use during your malware analysis. The download link will be at the description section of this video. After downloading the zip file, extract the file within the zip file. And to import it into Process Monitor, click Filter from the menu bar and click Organize Filters. Click Import button and find the file named malware analysis filters.pmf and click Open button. Now click OK button. To use this filter, click Filters from the menu bar and select the Load Filters and select Load Filters and click Malware Analysis Filters. The custom filter that you imported will be used by the Process Monitor. As you might guess, seeing all the operation makes it quite difficult to debug your particular operation. So Process Monitor offers tons of filtering options. The first and easiest filter is to present it in the main window. The main window allows you to show how different classes, registry, file operations, network, process and threat activity profiling. But what if you want to see only Explorer.exe operation on the registry? It is quite easy and there are two ways to doing it. First option is to right click on the event that has Explorer.exe process name and click highlight. If you want to remove other processes, you can right click each one and select exclude. Second option is to click the filter icon. The Process Monitor filter window will appear. In this window, we can configure to display entities as following. All we have to do is select process name, find the Explorer.exe from the drop-down list, and click Add button. And click Apply button and click OK button. This will ensure that only Explorer.exe will appear in the capture window at Process Monitor. One of the cool features of Process Monitor is the process tree view. It will show every process captured in a tree-like view representing the partner or child relationship between them. This can be extremely helpful when analyzing malware that spawn processes that dies quickly. For example, we can launch a trace and then execute our malware and let it run for a while. The sample could launch a cmd.exe or PowerShell.exe or even create other processes and we will not even notice. But the Process Monitor will do. When we feel like a malware run for enough time, we can then stop the trace, navigate to tree view and visualize every child of that malicious process. We can then include a process itself and all its children and navigate to first event it executed. Process Monitor is a very powerful tool for malware analysts. It lets you see the unseen and uncover the many hidden layers of process or an application. I hope you enjoyed this 3-part series about the Sysinternals tools and you find it useful. That is it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to show your full support. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.